Hi, my name is Natasha Tracy, and this is Breaking Bipolar at HealthyPlace. Today I want to talk about how to talk to people about your mental illness. This is a pretty big question, and it's really an important one because sooner rather than later, you are going to need to talk to someone about your mental illness. You're going to need it for support. You're going to need it because someone needs to be involved in your treatment. There are any number of reasons, but you're going to need to talk to people about it. So it's really a good idea to think about how now. So the two rules I'm going to talk about today are choose wisely and start slowly. So first of all, you can't just talk to any random person about your mental illness. That's true. You have a lot of people in your life who care about you, hopefully. You have, your family and your friends and all those people. But you can't just pick one and start talking to them about your mental illness. You need to pick the right one. So the first thing you need to do is decide who is the one who's going to be most supportive to you. This is really important because if you have a really bad experience talking to someone about your mental illness, then you might not want to do it again. So try to suss out a person's feelings about mental illness and mental illness treatment before you go and talk to them about your mental illness. Try to make sure that they aren't anti-medication. Try to make sure that they support your perspective, whatever that is. So then once you've picked that person and you think that they're going to be supportive, start with just the one person. Don't start, everybody needs to know about your mental illness. Start with one person and start very small. Don't sit the person down and give them your entire life story in one sitting. That's just too much, and it's too much for anyone about anything. So what you need to do is find a time when the two of you are alone, when there is emotional space and physical space, and where you can sit down and say, Joe, I'd like to talk to you about something, and I'd like to tell you that I have actually bipolar disorder. I realize you might have some questions about that, so let me tell you a little bit about it. And it's at that point that you would tell Joe a little bit about your experience with bipolar disorder or your mental illness. And then you would say, and here are some good references. So like websites or books, for example, that you can use if you have questions. That way, Joe, the person you're talking to, can get that bit of information from you, and then that will marinate for a bit. It will take time. It always takes time. And then they're able to look up some factual information, like here at HealthyPlace, for that particular illness. So those are the two big tips that people need to know, is pick the right person and start small. And if for some reason you pick the wrong person, don't stop. Talking to people is so important. Their support is actually going to keep you alive at different points. So don't stop talking, even if it doesn't work. You'll just learn to pick better next time. My name is Natasha Tracy, and this is Breaking Bipolar at HealthyPlace.